Hello and welcome to the inaugural launch of Cast Design Team's brand new show. You know what? I'm walking in here. My name is Nicole Taylor Sharp. I am both a fan, a friend, a client, and affiliated partner with Cast Design Team. And I don't know what the show is about. You know why? I wanted to keep it fresh. Keep it fresh and spicy, because we got fresh and spicy right here for Cast Design Team. So this is Stephanie. Stephanie, why don't you introduce yourself and tell the folks out there in La La Land who you are and what you do at Cast.
Hello everyone, I am Stephanie Ortiz. I am a brand consultant and co-owner of Cast Design Team. What we do is we do design. We do anything from websites to branding to your logo, your flyer, everything that encompasses everything that you touch with your client.
All right, and Ollie. We're going by Ollie G today?
Yeah,
All right.
My name is Olivia, and I'm the other part of Cast Design Team. We're both the owners, and Cast Design Team is a design company here in Las Vegas, and we specialize in branding. We do all the other things that we integrate all of them, but mainly is branding. And then we make sure that we have your message and your concept aligned in all the platforms, and like your website, your everything that you put out there to show or to communicate to your clients your message.
Okay, so let's talk about branding. Where does one see a brand? I grew up and thinking, brand name. My mom didn't want to buy brand name cereal because it was expensive, so I got the generic stuff. So sometimes we think of brand and it's just the name on a box, but can you go into a little bit more in depth? What is branding now for the new world that we're operating in now?
That's a very good question, because especially with a lot of small businesses coming up, right, you have to differentiate yourself against what makes you different from your competition. So the way that we see branding is two-sided. There's brand identity and then there's brand image. So brand identity is how you as a company identify yourself, right? What do you stand for? Who are you? And what's your message that you're trying to say? The other part of it is what we call brand image, which is that end user. What are they actually seeing? What do they think about your company? And what is it that, everything from feeling, hearing, seeing about what your company is. So what we're trying to do with design is make sure that those gaps are aligned and bridged, so that what you're trying to put out there is the same thing that client is seeing.
Okay, so branding maybe is a simplified term would be your brand is your message, what you think your company is, and how you get your message out there. And then the other half of branding is your reputation. What other people are seeing and feeling and perceiving.
Exactly.
So you help those companies align that, make sure that you are projecting out what you think you want to be seen.
Exactly.
It's mostly communication.
Okay.
You just help with the communication.
Okay. So now when you say you're going to help out with branding and communication, where do you do that? Do you do that on, I know you do it on websites for sure, because you are the official website design company for One Lucky Gal, a brand that I'm involved in. So I know you do it on websites. Where else do we need to have our brands aligned?
That's a very good question. There's different mediums, basically, everywhere from your flyer, your business card. How do you send an invoice? How are your employees picking up that phone and talking to your client? So we can help with all those aspects of it that people don't even think about when they think about branding.
But when we do corporate identity, which is more like actually the visual part, what the clients can see, and it starts from the logo. People call it the logo. So, but it's a lot more than that. Of course, it's like all your colors or your fonts, and we make sure that they're all aligned. They're the same in all your platforms, which is like your business card, your flyers, your anything you do digital,
Everywhere. Your social media, your
social
email.
media, like anything. And so we make sure that all those platforms are expressing the same thing. They're all aligned, and so people has a clear vision of what is it that you are, what is it that you do, what is it that you want them to see about you, to know about you, or to feel when they hear your name.
Okay, all right. What do you want people to feel about you when they see Cast Design Team? It's a beautiful logo. It's behind us right now.
Thank you. That's a good question. So what we want people to see when they think of Cast Design is a design company. We want to be known as, first and foremost, obviously every design company is creative, but another creative person or outlet that you can plug into your company and look at your company in a different way, in a different perspective. So just give you that creative eye that maybe as a business owner you're not trained. Maybe you're trained as a salesperson. You know, it's all from different aspects. So that's what we want to project.
Something else that we want to be known for, or that we're interested in doing, is because some companies, let's say they hire different people to take care of different areas. Let's say they need some photography done, or they need some content for their website, or they need some then design, and they hire so many different people or little companies to do all these. And so we want to make sure what we do is when we go and start working with the company is like look at all that as one same thing and integrate them and make sure they're aligned. So it's not just the design work, but we also work directly and closely with other professionals like the photographers and content writers. We actually have some of them that are part of our team. So we're doing a little more, you could say, as creative director.
Okay.
Also.
Right.
So we do the design, but also we make sure that all those other areas are going in the same direction and they're all representing or saying the same message.
Okay. So when I first met Stephanie I met first for Cast Design Team, the first thing I wanted to know is who was in Cast Design Team. I wanted to know who made up the team members. Now, what I realized subsequently, getting to know you for the last 2 years, and both, working with you with clients and referrals, and being a client, I realized one of the most special aspects to me is that I didn't realize I was one of the team members, that we were all part of the same team when we went into the process. And I think that that's one of the things that really helps entrepreneurs, because entrepreneurs, we don't want to let go of our baby and have someone else interpret what our baby is supposed to look like, feel like, sound like.
Right.
And you can have that fear sometimes as an entrepreneur, turning over your branding or your website to someone else, and it's like, oh, I better pick right because it's going to be their version of what my company is.
Right.
So can you talk about that process, how you have set up such a collaborative, organic, symbiotic relationship with the people you work with? Because every single one of your websites, your logos, it doesn't have
Like a certain style.
like an obvious. You're right. I mean, I get it, and I'm like, that's a great logo. Did you do that? Oh, you did. Okay, but I still don't know because it's got like a signature something.
Right. So that's kind of what we're also trying to do with this show, is show how that relationship is with your designer, because it is becoming a part of your team. It's working with you very closely to where I like to say sometimes we're even mind readers, to where we have to understand and be empathetic as to what it is, that message that you're trying to say. And if that designer doesn't have empathy and is not able to walk in your shoes, that I think is like the key.
Okay, so when you go forward now with the show, because this show, you're going to be, you've got a lot of space you can use to do a lot of different things. What are your goals of the show? What can people expect to see when they click on a Cast Design Team video or tune in live?
You want to go ahead? Okay, so what we're the goal with the show, what we're trying to do is highlight our clients and their stories, what their stories are, and how it is that design can help even solve those communication problems that they're having, right? That we had talked about earlier. A lot of times business owners don't realize that design can help with a lot of these problems that they're having. So we hope that through their stories, they're able to relate and say, oh, I never knew that there's this way, or that it could be done this way. So we just want them to know that there is another way. And for those that are the consumers out there, we want them, how many ideas do you not have a day, right? How many problems do you not have, and you're like, oh, why can't this be done this way? So there is a way that you can each start a business, or, help yourself in that aspect, and we can help you understand what it is that you can do with that idea, right?
Awesome.
And take it further.
Well, I'm excited for the show to progress and to grow. This is our first show, as mentioned before. If you want more information from Cast Design Team, either how to maybe book some work, to get a consultation, maybe even to come onto the show and be part of the process,
Sure.
how might one do that?
So you can go online. Our website is castdesignteam.com, or you can give us a call, text message. The phone number is 702-238-6163. Again, that is 702-238-6163.
All right, well, congratulations, ladies, on
Thank
the
you.
new show, on the incredible company, and the great job that you have been doing, making a difference and an impact in branding in Las Vegas.
Thank you, Nicole. And thank you for coming on.
My pleasure.